I've always wanted to 3D print some of the most incredible architectural masterpieces. To feel and appreciate in my hands the complexity of these designs beyond the flat screen. I wanted to start a series where I print some famous architectural icons, especially the ones that have complex shapes, the so-called parametric ones. So obviously I asked ChatGPT which architect represents this best. And yep, no surprise there, Zaha Hadid Architects came out on top. My next question then was if I had to pick up just one building, what would it be? And again, unsurprisingly, the suggestion was the Heydar Aliyev Center. It's probably the parametric masterpiece, so it felt like the perfect starting point. My goal isn't just to have fun, but to sharpen my own skills, test my limits, and understand the geometry better. And of course, share these models for others to print and enjoy. I think a lot of students or other architects would love to display and inspect this in physical form. And after all, practice makes perfect. So for the past month, I've been designing the Heydar Aliyev Center, and well, it was a struggle. As an architect, I obsess over precision, so when I found inconsistencies between plans, sections, and actual images, I knew I was in for a headache. For example, the amount of panels between two elements of the roof was different on a plan and an elevation and an actual picture of the building. Some tutorials show the process but never finish it. One guy literally left us hanging at part 1. Others, well, they got the general shape, but details like the back facade or the inner courtyard were way off. I ended up using a network of curves to generate the surfaces, and I spent days making sure that every curve intersected every other curve precisely. Because otherwise I was getting this kind of ugly approximation that my brain just couldn't accept. So if you're also obsessed with precision, I feel you. There were moments, like this detail in the inner courtyard, where I had to kind of admit defeat. But overall, I got as close as I could without going insane. At the end of the day, I've learned something, not just modeling tricks, but appreciation for the beauty of those curves, and also an understanding of the harmony of the geometry that they managed to achieve in such complex shape. I also realized, despite all the pressure to reduce costs in architecture, there is still room for this level of design ambition. There is still hope. One of my next steps could be to transfer this into a more collaborative and detail-oriented software like Revit. But feel free to let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next. I love to explore more architectural icons, especially from different architects or cities. So I really hope you appreciated the model and the work behind it. And if you've got a 3D printer, I've made the model available on Printables, so check the description to find it.